everyone. Our character education focus for the month is honesty, and I have books in several formats for you, including picture books, graphic novels, and prose novels, all of which support the theme of honesty. We will start with a picture book from our Social Emotional Learning collection, which can be checked out by school staff. Here is The Boy Who Cried Wolf by B.G. Hennessy, illustrated by Boris Kulikov. Nothing ever happens here, the shepherd thinks, but the bored boy knows what would be exciting. He cries that a wolf is after his sheep, and the townspeople come running. How often can that trick work, though? Another book from our Social Emotional Learning collection. Here is Be Who You Are by Todd Parr. In a brand new companion to his beloved classic, It's Okay to Be Different, New York Times best-selling author Todd Parr encourages kids to be proud of who they are inside. Be who you are. Be proud of where you're from. Be a different color. Speak your language. Wear everything you need to be you. Who better than Todd Parr to remind kids that their unique traits are what make them so special. With his signature silly and accessible style, Parr encourages readers to embrace all their unique qualities. From our regular library collection, an informational book, Honesty by Kristin, Thoennes, Keller. Students who need guidance on handling everyday situations can follow the example set by Abby as she is honest with her friends, her family, and her teachers. See how being honest is the right thing to do. A graphic novel for you. On the theme of honesty, here is New Kid by Jerry Craft. 7th grader Jordan Banks loves nothing more than drawing cartoons about his life. But instead of sending him to the art school of his dreams, his parents enroll him in a prestigious private school known for its academics, where Jordan is one of the few kids of color in his entire grade. As he makes the daily trip from his Washington Heights apartment to the upscale Riverdale Academy Day School, Jordan soon finds himself torn between two worlds and not really fitting into either one. Can Jordan learn to navigate his new school culture while keeping his neighborhood friends and staying true to himself? A young adult prose novel for us. Here is Love is a Revolution by Renee Watson. When Nala Robertson reluctantly agrees to attend an open mic night for her cousin, sister, friend Imani's birthday, she finds herself falling in instant love with Ty Brown, the MC. He's perfect, except Ty is an activist and is spending the summer putting on events for the community, when Nala would rather watch movies and try out the new seasonal flavors at the local creamery. In order to impress Ty, Nala tells a few tiny lies to have enough in common with him. As they spend more time together, sharing more of themselves, some of those lies get harder to keep up. As Nala falls deeper into keeping up her lies and into love, she'll learn all the ways love is hard and how self-love is revolutionary. Another prose novel for us, The Other Boy by M.G. Hennessy. 12-year-old Shane Woods is just a regular boy. He loves pitching for his baseball team, working on his graphic novel and hanging out with his best friend, Josh. But Shane is keeping something private, and when a classmate threatens to reveal his secret, Shane's whole world comes crashing down. It will take a lot of courage for Shane to ignore the hate and show the world that he's still the same boy he was before. And in the end, those who stand beside him may surprise everyone, including Shane. For my last two selections of novels that support the theme of honesty, one author, Angie Thoennes, with two different takes on honesty. First of all, here is The Hate You Give, Honesty with Courage. 16-year-old Star lives in two worlds, the poor neighborhood where she was born and raised, and her posh high school in the suburbs. The uneasy balance between them is shattered when Star is the only witness to the fatal shooting of her unarmed best friend, Khalil, by a police officer. Now, what Star says could destroy her community. It could also get her killed. And honesty with artistic integrity, here is On the Come Up, also by Angie Thoennes. 16-year-old Bree wants to be one of the greatest rappers of all time, or at least win her first battle. As the daughter of an underground hip-hop legend who died right before he hit big, Bree's got massive shoes to fill. But it's hard to get your come up when you're labeled a hoodlum at school and your fridge at home is empty after your mom loses her job. So Bree pours her anger and frustration into her first song, which goes viral for all the wrong reasons. Bree soon finds herself at the center of a controversy, portrayed by the media as more menace than MC. But with an eviction notice staring her family down, Bree doesn't just want to make it, she has to, even if it means becoming the very thing the public has made her out to be. And folks, those are just a few of many wonderful books in our school library that address the theme of honesty. Happy reading, everybody.